Satnam. Today we are going to explore spinal flexes. We're going to cover the simple basics of how to correctly coordinate the spine with breath and proper tension in order to smoothly move the spine forward and back while coordinating breath and movement together. Let's first begin by taking your hands and reaching under your buttocks and pull the cheeks aside so you can actually feel the sit bones connect to the ground. Now what we need to do is establish a connection to your navel point, which is about 1.5 inches below your belly button. Take your fingertips and place them at this point and begin breathing by emphasizing the exhale, drawing the navel towards the spine as you exhale. Then inhale, the navel will move forward. This breath we are going to coordinate the movement of our spine with. So what we'll have is this: inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now what's important is we want to learn to use the internal muscles to create a connection to the ground. So as we inhale, we're going to actually use the internal muscles of the pelvis and navel to push the sit bones down, which will then bring the heart center up. Then on the exhale, we'll coordinate the movement of the pelvis by drawing the navel back with the exhale, and we'll roll off the sits bones. Inhale, we root down, come up on the sits bones. Exhale, the release to smoothly roll off the sits bones. And we're going to attempt to move forward and back about the same speed. This will keep our breath in a relative state of calmness, where the speed of the inhale and the speed of the exhale are approximately the same. Inhale, exhale. From the side, you can see rooting down to come up on the inhale, exhale, releasing off the sit bones with the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now this spinal flex, which has a fairly small breath at the base of your lungs and spine, can go fairly fast. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Root down, rise up. Inhale, release, exhale. So even moving at a fairly quick pace, the head will float over the heart center. The mistake people often make is focusing way too much towards the head and not staying connected to the ground. So this is common to see this in beginners. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. What we want to do instead is root down the sit bones, heart will come up. Exhale, release off the sit bones, heart is released. Inhale, exhale. Now there are 3 variations on basic spinal flexes. The second one, we're going to move more air in and out of our lungs. So it'll move at a slower pace. And you can move your hands more towards the knees. But it's similar in that we begin by rooting down, come up on the sits bones, and then we secondarily allow the ribs to open up. This is using what they call the Uddiyana Bandha muscles to open the ribs. And it creates space for the spine to extend inward. We're actually creating somewhat of a back bend. Root down with the inhale, spread out, and there's the back bend. Exhale, release. Root down, spread out. And this goes at a slower pace because you're moving quite a bit more air than our original spinal flex. In, exhale. Again from the side. Inhale, exhale. So this is a 2-part breath. Starts moving down, spreads out. There's the back bend. I'm using my shoulder blades by drawing them back to help bring the chest forward and up. Exhale. So notice the chest that's coming forward, not the head. Inhale, exhale. There's still the pelvic dynamic in place. This basic rocking continues. It's just slower and bigger. Now a complete spinal flex, done with a full breath. Your hands will move out to the knees, your elbows will remain straight, and it's done quite a bit slower in order to fill your lungs. Starts the same though. Inhale, roots the sits bones down. Secondarily, the ribs open, the spine extends through, the shoulders come back, and then finally at the top you can raise the whole rib cage up And this completes in a momentary state of Jalandhara, the neck lock. Exhale, release. It's a full breath, so it moves slow. In, X. The pelvis is doing the same. We're just completing this. Inhale, exhale. From the side, inhale, exhale. In, exhale. Again, notice how I'm using the shoulder blades, drawing them back to help push the heart center up, creating space for the head and neck. Inhale, exhale. In, exhale. So those are the three basic types of spinal flexes. Again, a fast one, you probably grab here. Inhale, exhale. With the two-part breath. Inhale, exhale. And the three-part. Inhale, exhale. In, exhale. It's important to note how much I'm using the navel and pelvis. This is using what's called Mula Bandha, the root lock. As I'm coming up further, I'm having to push down with more strength. I'm engaging a stronger Mula Bandha to use the power of those sit bones to push down in order for me to come up. Then the tension starts to release with the exhale. So it's a dynamic state of tension that's being used in order to facilitate the movement and the expansion. This movement is used in so many other postures, whether you're coming into camel pose or whether you're coming into bow pose, these back bend postures. We'll explore these in future video segments. But to understand how a spinal flex is done correctly is so fundamentally important to your basic practice of Kundalini Yoga that it's worth spending the time to go through these fundamentals and get a feel for how they are done. Sana.